States across the country have discussed banning transgender individuals for participating in women and girls sports, and that has now become a hot topic here in Kansas. I spoke with Senate President Ty Masterson and Representative Stephanie Byers to hear both sides, while getting the opinions of Southeast coaches and athletes about the bill and its potential impact.
All right, Lady Buffs on three. 1, 2, 3, Lady Buffs!
It's really about that protection. And that's what a legislature, that's what our representative legal system does. It protects the weak.
The fact that their fairness in women's sports doesn't really include anything to improve the condition of women's athletics, but simply targets a small group of people to push them out.
Senate Bill 55, the Fairness in Women's Sports Act, is a bill that would have banned transgender athletes from playing girls' or women's school sports. Stephanie Byers is the first transgender legislator in the state of Kansas, and she believes that even the discussion of this bill is damaging.
Just hearing these things, I know of kids across Kansas who are saying, I'd like to go out for the girls' tennis team, but now I don't even know if I should go to the organizational meetings.
The president of the Kansas Senate, Ty Masterson, is one of the lead voices in support of this bill, which he says will create an equal playing field in women's sports.
There have been now multiple cases that have across the country in general, in which you have, for example, a championship female runner that then lost the title to somebody who had a physiological advantage.
Though many proponents claim that trans women dominating in their sports is an issue, district officials say otherwise.
How many transgender girls are currently competing in Wichita?
As far as I know, there are absolutely no transgender females competing.
How many trans girls have ever won an individual championship in this state?
There are 0.
And how many trans girls have ever won as a part of a team in the state?
There are absolutely 0 as far as I know.
Athletes and coaches we've talked to say that this bill is unnecessary and harmful.
I think it's completely okay for transgender females to compete in sports because not all transgender women are strong as society says for them to be like before they transition. And I don't think it's a problem.
I feel like that would have some psychological damage to those women who want to compete. I feel like it would just be unfair to them.
If there is somebody who is a transgender female, they might have feelings of where they might not be able to have the ability to pursue their passions if that was a passion.
I think you would see more effects in the classroom and in the schools where it would just be one more issue that our transgender students have to deal with.
I mean, it's equality. If they identify as female, I think they should be able to play.
Even with those concerns, Senator Masterson says protecting girls in sports should be the main priority.
What we have to be careful about there is giving up the protection of the underdog because of this cultural perception, right? And that is really what we're talking about.
But Byers and others against the bill see this as the next chapter in the history of discrimination against the LGBTQ+ community.
I think what we're seeing happen is that our culture has grown to be more accepting of individuals. So now that social attack, that cultural war has shifted from the gay and lesbian community over to the trans community.
Senate recently failed to override Governor Kelly's veto of this bill, but supporters of this bill promised to bring it up again in future sessions.